sort of library channel where the BBC keep their old man music programmes. And it had this amazing detective thing called The Bridge on it. It's a bit like Sherlock, which is brilliantly made, but instead of it being about a hobbit and a wizard, it's about a sort of giant and a robot woman. He's sort of angry and she's sort of distant, but if you put them together, they sort of balance out and make one person.
It was a bit weird because it had George Galloway in it, and Dennis Waterman, and like Stuart Lee, but younger and less funny.
Hanging on though.
But they were all foreign them, not real them.
It's about these crimes that are happening miles away, but are still exciting, so you still sort of care. And just like Sherlock, it's got these clever words that come up, so you know what's happening. Like, each time someone speaks, it explains what's going on. Sometimes there were words telling you what they'd said, even though you knew what they'd said, because they'd said it using real words anyway.
For fuck's sake.
It's hard concentrating on the word bits with all the picture bits at the top. I think maybe the way to do it is to watch it once for the words and then again for the pictures.
The man policeman's Danish and the woman policeman's Swedish, but even though they speak two different languages, they don't need subtitles to talk to each other because they're both foreign. So, like, even though I need subtitles to understand them, they wouldn't need subtitles to understand me because to them, I'm foreign, which they are too.
They're trying to catch these, like, Beatrix Potter people who are killing people to make a trendy point about politics to impress The Guardian. It feels really new because, as well as the robot one, it's got YouTube in it and computers, you know, and a bit where a man's having sex with someone. And if you look, you can see his balls for, like, no reason.
Thing is, it's not a nice foreign land like in a holiday programme. It's really cold and there's all murders. And you can tell from looking at it that there's hardly any colours allowed over there because the light burns the fjords, so everything's grey and murky and muted and sort of ominous. It's probably less depressing being murdered in Scandinavia than anywhere else on Earth because even as you were dying, you'd think, oh well, at least it'll be warm in heaven and they'll let me wear red trousers if I want. And they probably speak English like in proper places.
The first series of The Bridge was really good. So they made it again over here as The Tunnel, which was really good as well. And to make it a fair swap, the Danish remade Take Me Out, and theirs was just as good as ours was. In fact, actually sort of better because it's happening further away.